343 Industries was built by Microsoft to take over the Halo franchise. However, 343's handling of the franchise has been controversial to say the least. There have been many ups and downs that always seem to divide the community. Whether it's the advanced movement argument, lack of content, or change of art style, there's always a reason to either hate on or defend 343. 343 has done a lot of dumb things over the years, but I think it's safe to say they have also shown a lot of promise as of late. But is that promise enough? The reputation is cloudy at best, and with Halo Infinite on the horizon, do they deserve our unconditional trust? I am your host, the indecent and insufferable Rehabilitator, slowly breathing life back into my favorite gaming franchise with the unwarranted video content that you didn't ask for. Luckily over here in America, we believe in freedom, and with that freedom, I am allowed to post my narrow-minded opinion and present it as fact in video form. Thank God I don't live in the EU. Seriously guys, why is Article 13 all over my recommended page, and have you guys ever heard of the Constitution? Anyway, today we are going to look at 343's past, present, and future. Whether or not 343 deserves to be given the benefit of doubt when it comes to developing Halo Infinite, and how all video game developers are simply bad at their jobs. Whether you're a Bungie fanboy or a 343-tard, you're not gonna want to miss this. So let's take a look at 343 Industries' current track record. Released the least popular Halo multiplayer ever made, oversaw quite possibly the worst video game release in history, and then dropped a content-deplete shell of a game with Halo 5. This invokes a lot of feelings in me, and trust is not one of them. Halo 5 came out with no Forge, missing playlists, and had the pros playing for millions of dollars using automatic weapons and radar. It never got developer-made big team battle maps or land support, and was plagued by heavy aim for over a year. And I would still argue that aim is clunky to this day. I mean seriously, I'm playing as a bio-augmented super soldier. Why does it feel like this pistol weighs as much as an elephant? So with 343 arguably being 0 for 3 on Halo releases, why is there a sudden surge of optimism? Well, it seems that 343 Industries has turned a new leaf. They recently launched the Grassroots program, where they support Halo content creators, holla at ya boy, as well as Grassroots tournaments for all Halo titles. They also are launching MCC on PC and are going back to the classic art style for Halo Infinite. They went back and fixed MCC on Xbox One, but still not fixed as I talk about in this video, and have actively been interacting with the community through Twitter and other social media. They even had a community-inspired event at their Halo 3 MCC Invitational, featuring Halo Grassroots content creators, pro players, and casters playing a big team battle show match. These examples all show 343's attempt at taking a step back and putting the community first. They are finally listening to their players and are making decisions based on feedback instead of trying to appeal to the mass gaming audience. But is that enough to make up for all the setbacks that have happened to Halo since they took over? So soon we forget all the times someone has hurt you. Is this turning into a 14-year-old white girl meme? I love Halo as much as anyone and want to see it succeed. But until the Halo Infinite flight tests drop and we see some gameplay, I have to remain cautiously optimistic. Even with 343 handling the community interaction aspect in an incredible way, they are still going to have to make pivotal design choices regarding movement mechanics and other gameplay aspects that are going to alienate some Halo fans. But I guess you'll never be able to please everyone, so all we can hope for is a good hybrid that meets somewhere in the middle. At the end of the day, Halo is definitely trending upwards, and 343 is showing promising signs. We are definitely in a better place as a community than we were a year ago. Another thing I want to touch on is 343 compared to the rest of the industry. Are all of the issues I brought up really that bad in comparison? I mean, Halo 5 was all in all a good product once it was finished a year or two after release. and releasing half-done games are unfortunately a part of AAA gaming today. They made some bad design decisions in the past, but who hasn't? Let's look at the golden egg of the console shooter world. I waited 4 months for ranked play to drop in Black Ops 4. 4 months! Call of Duty has a 12-month life cycle. And really, people only care for like 6 months because that's when they start marketing for the next game. Being competitive is my favorite part about gaming, and all I wanted was to be able to throw on a sweatband, apply deodorant, and grind some competitive settings with a full party. But by the time it came out, half my friends stopped playing. I mean, the template for a ranked playlist has been around since 2004. How did it take 4 months to implement? And let's take a look at one of the best developers out there, Rockstar. They made a phenomenal game in Red Dead Redemption 2. But then Red Dead Online drops and there's literally nothing to do. I was so excited to hop in and do grand scale heists with some friends, but at this point I literally forgot that game even existed. Last time I got on, I spent 3 hours just singling someone out and killing them until they turned their Xbox off. My point is that everyone sucks at their jobs, and it could always be worse. It seems that developers these days spend all their time figuring out how to implement ways to monetize their products. If they would first and foremost just make a good game, they would realize that's the most profitable approach. Except Titanfall 2, apparently that was a good game that no one bought. Ironically, I didn't either. But hey, I was grinding my little heart away on Halo 5 at the time, and as a young African American woman once said, "Ain't nobody got time for that." Well, that just about wraps it up for today's video. Since I don't think I'll be able to milk this one to 10 minutes, I guess I'll just end it here. As always, this is everyone's favorite part of the video, where you get to tell me how dumb my opinion is. Are you cautiously optimistic about Halo Infinite? Or are you convinced that 343 is going to put out the best Halo game to date? Why haven't you clicked off this video yet? Do people even watch these things? What am I even doing here? Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. We put out the best Halo content on YouTube every Sunday, which must be true because you heard it on the internet. Seriously, if you have not subscribed yet, I have no idea what you're doing, but you most certainly aren't watching this much of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Later.